Hello everyone and welcome to Building Web Applications. My name is Steve Bishop from ProgrammingMadeEasy.com. Today, we're going to be talking about how to add styles to your application. Now, you can add styles to different elements on your page in a few different ways. The first way is to just simply add the style attribute, and we have a property value pair that goes inside of the quotation marks for that style attribute. Another way you can denote a style is to use the style tags. And inside of the style tags, we're going to use what's called a selector, and then we have open and close curly braces, followed by, inside of those curly braces, once again, the property value pair, the same property value pair that you would find in the style attribute. And the third way is to actually create a separate file. And in this separate file, in this case, we'll call it styles.css. You put that same code that we would put inside the style tag. So we see the P selector with curly braces and a property value pair. But then in the HTML file, we need to add a link to reference that styles.css file. We're going to see how to do this all three different ways in this video. In an effort to clean up our project and just make things a little simpler for this demonstration, I'm going to go ahead and remove everything inside of the body of our index.html document. And let's go ahead and just save those changes. I'm going to remove the frames folder. I'm just going to get rid of it outright here. So we'll delete that frames folder. And I'm going to move the index.html file just out of the home folder and into the building web apps. So it's pretty simple to do. Just do all that, delete the home folder, and now we're just basically back to a very blank, empty index.html file that has just the skeleton of an HTML document. Now what we need to do is we need to add a paragraph element here that's going to have some text in it. So I'm just going to add a p tag, and we'll say that this text is black. And if we save this, now what's going to happen is the browser by default has a set color for paragraph elements. And typically the default color for a paragraph element is black. So when we go to open this by right-clicking and saying open in default browser, we should see the text in this paragraph be black. And sure enough, there we see this text is black. Now what we want to do is we want to change the text in here to the color red. And there are a few different ways you can do this with styles. The first and pretty much the more direct way is to add a style attribute to the element itself. And when we assign a value to the style attribute, we're going to use the opening, or we're going to use the quotation marks. And you'll see that we get some IntelliSense here. And what we need to do is, inside of the quotation marks, we need to state which property of the paragraph do we want to change, and then we need to set a value. So the property of the paragraph we want to change is the color, which is really just the color of the text. And then what comes after this is the value that we want to set the color to. And you can see when I did this, I got some nice IntelliSense here by Visual Studio Code. And I could go through here and pick any one of these. I'm just going to go ahead and say, though, red. We want to just add red. Now, another thing that you should get in the habit of doing is that after every one of these property value pairs, add a semicolon. Okay, add a semicolon. It's kind of a terminator. It says this is the end of a rule. And if we save this, and just to make things look right, I'm going to change this text from black to red. So this text is red. If we save all this and go back to our browser and refresh, we will see this text is red. So just simply adding the style attribute with a property value pair, and we'll see that there is a colon here between the property value pair, and then we terminate it with that semicolon. That is what's going to change the color of the text to red. Now we've done this as an attribute on the paragraph element directly, but one of the other ways you can add this color red to this paragraph is to add a style tag. So up here in the head, I'm going to say style. And inside between these style tags, I'm going to say P, which is what we call the selector, and we'll talk about selector again here in just a moment. But then what comes after the P is the open and closed curly braces. And inside of these curly braces, we're just going to take the same color and red with the semicolon, and we're going to move it up here and put it inside of the curly braces. And then once we've done that, we can remove the style attribute from the paragraph element itself. And let's just go ahead and save this. And just to make sure that you can see that things have changed, I'm going to change the color here from red to blue. And we'll also change the text to say the text is blue. If we save all these changes and refresh, the text is blue. Now, let me just talk for a moment about this selector. So this P means that we are going to select all of the paragraph elements, all of the tags that you find out there, all the elements that are the P element is what we're going to set this rule on those elements. Okay, so that means any paragraph elements at all. So if I had another paragraph, so we'll say P, this text will also be blue, then both paragraph elements will be changed to have their color set to blue because of this P selector. It's going to select all the paragraph elements. So if we save this, now that rule will apply to both paragraphs. We can just do a refresh and we see this text is blue. This text is will also be blue. Okay, so that's another way that we can add a rule, a style rule, to our HTML document. And this rule will be applied to all of the paragraphs on the document. Now there's one last way I want to show you how you can create one of these rules and apply it to a file. And this is actually the more preferred way of doing it. What we're going to do is create a new file altogether. So I'm just going to go up here and say new file. And this file I'm going to call styles.css. And CSS stands for Cascading Style Sheets. And it's just basically a way of creating a file that's going to contain those rules, the selectors and rules that we have here in our style tag. We can actually move these over to a separate file and maintain these rules in a separate file altogether. So I'm going to take this paragraph selector, the color blue, I'm going to cut it out of the style tag and move it over here to the styles.css. Now, once I've done that, I can go back to my index.html file and I can remove the style tag. But the last thing I need to do is actually make some sort of link between the HTML document and the CSS. I need to tell HTML to go look at this styles.css file and find any styles that it has, and then apply those styles to my document. Now, the way that we do that is with the link tag. And once again, we want to put this up here in the head. So we're going to say link, and then we're going to say href, and the href is just simply pointing to the document that contains our new styles. So I'm going to select the styles.css file, and then we also need to add an attribute in here that describes what the relationship is of this HTML document to that styles.css. And we do that with the rel, the rel attribute, and we just simply say style sheet. Okay, so we're basically telling the HTML document that this is going to be a style sheet. It should use this styles.css as a style sheet and apply those rules found in that style sheet to our document. And if we save all these things and we once again refresh our browser, we'll see nothing really has changed. But if I go in here and I let's add one more paragraph. We'll save this and just refresh. And there you can see all three paragraphs have that paragraph rule being applied, right? The rule that changes the text color to blue. And we can just go in here in the styles.css file. If we want to change the color of the text for all the paragraph elements on our index.html, rather than going to each one of the paragraph elements individually, we could just go right here to the styles.css and we could say, you know what? I want to make it violet. All right, so all the text color is going to be violet. Save those changes, refresh our browser, and now I swear all the text is going to be violet, even though it looks blue. That doesn't really look like much has changed there. Let's try this violet to green. Maybe make it a little bit more obvious. We'll save this. Refresh. There we go. So you can see it turns it to green, even though we say the text is blue. So there you go. That's how you can change the rules. You can move them to a style tag and put them in your document directly. Or what the preferred method is to actually create a separate file and put those rules in that separate file. And we just create some sort of link between the HTML document and that CSS file. I'd like to thank these members whose continued support helps to keep this channel going. I really, really appreciate it. And if you too would like to have your name mentioned at the end of any of these videos, please just go ahead and join. You just click on the join button, either on my channel or at the bottom of every one of these videos. Now, if you don't see that join button, don't worry. That just simply means it's not available in your country, but I appreciate the thought anyway.